At the United Nations, diplomats, experts, and world citizens ever struggle with the crucial issues of war and peace in the nuclear age. But it is Christie Brinkley, supermodel of the 80s, who, more than anyone else, draws attention of the mainstream TV news media when she arrives at the UN to address a women's conference on the abolition of nuclear weapons. Here is part of what she says.
It is an honor to speak here at the United Nations, the repository of much of humanity's hopes for a peaceful future. By now, probably some of you are thinking, yeah, but what's a model have to do with nuclear weapons? Why me? Well, I am certainly not an expert on nuclear weapons or global politics, but I am an American, a woman, and a mother. I think that guaranteed mutual mass destruction gives us all an equal right to sound off on this important issue. But actually, it's really my mom power that drives me to throw in my 2 cents here today. You see, like billions of moms and dads out there, we can easily see on a daily basis, sometimes an hourly basis, that one can never affect change with a do as I say, not as I do attitude. Children see right through that. And yet, this is exactly what our country is asking the world to do. How can we expect to persuade other nations not to acquire nuclear weapons while insisting on our right to plan and build them? How can we ask other nations not to develop weapons of mass destruction when we rely so heavily on them? It doesn't make any sense. It's illogical. And like the kids say, it's just not fair. And other nations know that. Universal disarmament is really the only sensible choice. We all must speak up. So here goes. I feel that my country bears an enormous responsibility to change the course of how nuclear weapons are treated. Henry Kissinger, George Shultz, Sam Nunn, and William Perry expressed in the Wall Street Journal this January the need to reinvigorate our efforts to obtain a nuclear-free world. And I couldn't agree more with their conclusion. Here are just a few of the staggering facts and figures I learned. The cost alone is, well, it's unethical. Over $5.5 trillion spent on weapons already. And the U.S. continues to spend over $100 million a day to maintain these weapons. That's just the money. How can we calculate the cost of a human life or a sick child? I also learned that the triggering devices on today's weapons are about the size of the bombs dropped on Hiroshima, that over 30,000 remain in the world today, and that thousands of weapons remain on hair trigger alert, just as they were at the height of the Cold War. That pledges to negotiate their elimination are weakening as my country contemplates building new and usable nuclear weapons. That there remains a willingness to actually intentionally use these brutal weapons which kill millions of innocent people is just horrific. So I think it's easy to understand why I have concluded that I must speak out and urge other regular, non-scientific types like me to also take a stand. As moms, dads, sisters, brothers, sons, daughters, we must all step forward. We must support those selfless, caring, tireless individuals who are devoting their lives to this most urgent cause. Nuclear weapons are not a way to make us secure. They are weapons of terror. We must make absolutely sure that no one, whether it be countries or terrorists, ever uses one again. That is why I'm here to support this effort and to urge politicians and diplomats everywhere to take heart, to not hesitate or falter. It's my hope that one day the children of the world will be able to look up to us and say, thank you for learning how to get along like grown-ups for our sake. May peace be with you.
For the complete video, audio and text of Christie Brinkley's speech at the UN, go to the War and Peace Foundation at warpeace.org.